I'm Jill. I'll be your social worker today.
Hello, I'm Ginger.
Nice to meet you, Ginger. So before we begin your session, there's a couple things I just want to go over with you first. First of all, do you know what confidentiality is?
A little.
So it basically means that anything you say in this session between the two of us is just between the two of us. Nobody outside the session will ever know what was said. If you let me know, though, that you are suicidal, thinking about hurting yourself, or thinking about others, I have to report that. It's just I'm a mandated reporter, and it's under my contract that I have to, for the safety of you and for the safety of others.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you let me know about anyone or anything having an abuse or neglect issue, I also have to report that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we're clear, you can just sign this for me right there. Thank you. And I also wanted to go over your rights during your session. Have you ever heard that clients have their own rights in a session?
No.
Well, you do. So basically, your rights are here. You have the right to a high standard of care and service. You have the right to be treated with courtesy, respect, and dignity. You have a right to be informed of all the services available to you. You have a right to review your records by submitting a written request to our administrator. You have a right to make suggestions and changes to your treatment plan whenever you need to. You have a right to discontinue or transfer your services at any time. You have a right to receive care that is specific to your needs despite any physical limitations or language barriers. And you have a right to report any concerns or problems to our administrator at this number right here. Does that sound okay to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sign that for me too. Wonderful. Okay, so what brings you into that?
Okay, well, I recently got a visit from an investigator from Children and Family Services because someone has reported that me and my husband, they feel that me and my husband are basically neglecting our daughter, Bailey. She's 6. Our next door neighbor called these people and told them that we just be leaving our child, letting her go about her business, but alone. And she's not alone. She's okay. We're getting through this. We're making sure she's good. We're making sure everything is fine with her. I kind of did admit to the investigator that I'm slightly depressed, but I'm okay. I also smoke marijuana, so it helps me. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel better about everything, and I get through life smoother when I smoke.
Okay. When do you feel the most depressed? Is there like a certain time, or do you just kind of feel like this cloud over you throughout the day?
I will wake up and I'll feel fine. But it's just like after a while, once Bailey goes to school, and of course my husband's always on the road, I'm just home alone. I know that's supposed to be a good and free time, but I just feel like I'm really alone. Like there is no one there for me when I need help or need someone to talk to. So I just go into this little dark area of my own, and it kind of gets me to the point where I don't want to do anything around the house, so I just basically lay on the couch all day and watch TV and everything. I do make sure Bailey eats. I do make sure my husband eats when he do come in and everything. But the only thing for me is to get me to move and to get me to get me off the couch. Period. I have to smoke, and I think I have a problem with that. And I don't know what to do now.
Well, you're recognizing that you believe you have a problem, and that's definitely the first step towards looking and solving your problem. So from what I hear you say, you feel you need to be a little bit more motivated, and smoking makes you motivated?
Yeah, and I have heard before that, like, you know, parents have told me before, hey, Ginger, you need to chill out on that. That's just not good. It's not a good example for my daughter, first of all. And I understand, but I only tend to do it when she's not around. So and if she is around, I'll go into the bathroom and cover the smoke up and everything like that. I try not to do it in front of her face because I do understand that it's a bad influence.
Of course.
But I did understand that my daughter needs me, and I don't feel like I'm there the way she needs me.
So you want to be a good role model to her, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes, of course you do. You're a mother.
Of course. I want to be, and I'm just like, it just feels like my life was just overtaken by how I feel, and I just feel like there's nothing other than the marijuana that helps me get through the day. And I've tried to just set it aside and go about my day, and like I actually tried to get up out the house. I would step outside my door and look around. It'd be so bright because I keep my house like dark, but I'll step outside and it's just like, yeah, no, this is not what I feel right now. So I'll step back inside like the turtle and just go back in the shell, and then I'll go right back to what makes me comfortable, which is the couch.
So you sound like you just need a little bit more motivation, like I was saying.
Yeah.
So let me ask you about your daughter. Tell me a little bit more about her.
Well, Bailey, she's 6 years old. She's very smart, very smart. She loves cartoons. She loves SpongeBob. She does. She always says, "Mom, you watch SpongeBob?" I'm like, "Yes, of course." Of course, I'm like excited as she is for the course. Her favorite food is pizza. She loves to ask for pizza as well. And I feel as though she looks at me like I'm a horrible mother, because sometimes she'll catch me in a stage that I have already smoked in the marijuana, and she'll talk to me, and I'd be so sluggish and stuff, so I can't play with her or anything. So when I do try to play with her, I'm out of breath, or it's just that I just get annoyed and I just be like, no, I just want to sit down, and mommy doesn't feel well, and she just doesn't understand that. So I feel like I'm taking her joy away from her as well. So I think I'm just downing my child. Yeah.
That can be a little overbearing.
Yeah.
Put a lot of weight on your shoulders, definitely. So let's look at what you want to do to take the next step. What can you identify some like strong social systems in your life? Like, who is there for you, really, and who do you think you can really rely on if you need somewhere to go?
I have a close friend of mine. She always calls and checks on me and always tries to motivate me as well. But due to she doesn't live here anymore, she moved because of her job. It's kind of hard to still get up out the bed if the person's not present. Her hearing her voice on the phone helps me sometimes, but it's like I just go deeper into depression. I just feel like I don't want to be here, and it gets to the point where I become kind of suicidal. I be thinking of it, but I always think of baby. Then I'm just like, I can't do it.
So you are letting me know you have had suicidal thoughts?
Yes, I've had.
Are they occurring still?
No.
No. When did something happen for them to stop, or did it just kind of like, did you snap out of it, or?
Again, at first, before I became heavily onto the marijuana, I used to really think of suicide a lot because the depression really had me down, and I didn't have nothing else to do. So once I smoked the marijuana, I felt better, and the suicide thoughts went away. It's just like it kept me calm. It like erased all my problems for me, I felt. So, that was the only time I actually had suicidal thoughts, after smoking marijuana and thinking of my child and seeing her grow and really become who she is, seeing her personality grow even more. I was like, I can't just leave her.
So you're saying that you love marijuana. Can you name other things you love? Maybe like your daughter or anything else that.
Yeah, I love my daughter very, very much. I do. I also have the strong need for marijuana. Now it's just something that I became addicted to. It's like a daily thing for me now, and I felt as though like, okay, I have to change my habits.
Okay. Let's see. Would you think about getting a little bit more active in the community as sort of a distraction from being home? Maybe that home setting is a little bit of a bad setting for you, makes you choose bad decisions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Would you be interested in something like that?
Honestly, it all depends what it'll be, because some things are just very interesting to me, and I just feel as though it's taking up my time. When I was in high school, and after college, I did attend college for a little, and while I was in college, I did have some interest in like the area of social work and the area of communication, and then after a while, I just like to get back to my job. So I became a teacher. I was like, I want to become a teacher, and then I was just like, no.
Okay. So how about for this next session, we'll look into possible roads to take, such as you said you're interested in social work. Maybe we can look into some like classes you may be willing to take, if that would make your interest better, or we could also look into maybe some NA services also for you, if you would be willing to do that. Just let's see what we can do to help you. So to summarize the session, you are feeling depressed, you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Your daughter Bailey is your pride and joy in your life, but you don't want to show her that you're weakened by smoking marijuana and showing her that you're depressed. And your husband is there, but he doesn't really help because you're more at home with her, and you just really want help with your depression, and also be a great mom for Bailey. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So would you like to continue your session again next week?
Yes.
Okay. What days are you available?
The same day, Wednesday.
What time?
Same time.
Same time?
Mm-hmm.
Same place? All right. We'll meet here next class. Next time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.